Good morning, County Council. I'd like to call to order this meeting of July 9th, 2026. At this time, as you are able, please join us for the singing and standing for O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, could you please conduct our roll call?
Councillor Mackey, Councillor McKay, Councillor Carlton, Councillor Pringle, Councillor McQueen, Councillor Nielsen, Councillor Patterson, Councillor Dickert, Councillor Kentner, Councillor Keaveney, Councillor Body, Councillor Gregg, Councillor Milne, Councillor Dobreen, Warden Matrosovs, Councillor Bourdignon,
Here.
Councillor Eccles, Councillor Hutchinson. We have all members in attendance today.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Let us begin by respectfully acknowledging that we are gathering on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabeg Nation, the people of the Three Fires, known as the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi Nations. And further, we give thanks to the Chippewas of Saugeen and the Chippewas of Nawash, known collectively as the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation, traditional keepers of these lands and waters since time immemorial. In our south lies the traditional territories of the Six Nations of the Grand River, Haudenosaunee. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and committed to moving forward in the spirit of truth, reconciliation, friendship, and collaboration with all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples. At this point in time, we will move on to the adoption of the minutes. And for item 5A, it's recommended that the minutes of the County Council meeting and the Committee of the Whole meeting dated June 25th, 2026, and the resolutions contained therein be adopted as presented. May I ask for a mover and a seconder? Got it moved by Councillor McKay, seconded by Councillor Dobreen. Any discussion? Councillor McLean.
Thank you, Madam Warden. I'd like to pull resolution. This is the final resolution with regards to the transfer of the urban and rural road agreement, please, for separate vote.
Okay, thank you. So there is, Madam Clerk, you require a seconder for that as well. So it is moved by Councillor McQueen to pull the resolution CW 9926 from the Committee of the Whole meeting dated June 25th, 2026 to be removed and voted on separately. Is there a seconder? I'll do a final call. Is there a seconder? Councillor Nielsen. So it's been seconded. It's on the floor. So Madam Clerk, this is just a request to vote separately. Do I call for discussion on this about voting on it separately? Okay, so it would be open for discussion at this point in time. Okay, Councillor McLean.
Thank you, Madam Warden, and good morning, County Council. I just want to raise that I think Randy sent out, our CEO sent out an updated spreadsheet and costing of that. I don't know if he wishes to speak to that. I know that this at our last Committee of the Whole meeting, there was an amendment changed with some changes. And I made that request yesterday to have that update it, which I appreciate for that, Randy, for doing that. And I saw this morning you sent it out to all the county council. I don't know if you have anything to say to that, or any highlights you wish, because just to refresh your county council last meeting, there was an amendment to the main motion with those changes, but we didn't have that information available with those changes.
Okay, I just need to interject on process. Madam Clerk, can I just look to you to clarify what it is that we need to discuss at this point in time versus what we do next?
Thank you. So there's the motion on the floor to pull the resolution from the last meeting and vote on it separately. So that's the motion on the floor at this time. It is debatable, but following council's vote on that, if it's successful, then you can move to discussion on the actual road resolution.
Okay, so Councillor McQueen, I'll hold on to your request for the CAO to provide further information as we progress through this process. So at this point in time, as I mentioned, the discussion for this is to discuss whether or not to remove it and vote on it separately. Any discussion on that? Okay, so for this then, this item is not being recorded. This is the motion we will vote on to decide if we are going to remove it and vote separately on the actual item content. So this vote at this point in time that I'll call for is whether or not to remove it and vote separately. So with that, I will ask for all those in favor. Okay, those opposed? Okay, so that motion fails. So Madam Clerk? Okay, there's a request for a recorded vote on whether or not the item should be removed and voted separately.
Councillor Mackey,
Opposed?
opposed. Councillor McKay, opposed. Councillor Carlton, opposed. Councillor Pringle, opposed. Councillor McQueen, in favor. Councillor Nielsen, in favor. Councillor Patterson, opposed. Councillor Dickert, opposed. Councillor Kentner, opposed. Councillor Keaveney, opposed. Councillor Body, opposed. Councillor Gregg, opposed. Councillor Milne, opposed. Councillor DeBreen, opposed. Warden Matrosovs, opposed. Councillor Bourdignon,
Opposed.
opposed. Councillor Eccles, opposed. Councillor Hutchinson, opposed. That motion is lost. 85-11.
Okay, so thank you very much for that participation. So now that we are back to the original motion that has been moved and seconded, that the minutes of the county council meeting and the committee of the whole meeting dated June 25th, 2026, and the resolutions contained therein be adopted as presented. This would be an appropriate moment for me to allow the floor to the CAO, who can follow up on the reference to the additional information.
Thank you, Warden, through you. We did receive requests from municipal staff last week to see if there's an updated financial spreadsheet incorporating some of the modifications that were approved or passed by committee of the whole on June 25th. Financial staff were able to update that financial spreadsheet. We received a request as noted by Councillor McQueen yesterday if there was an updated financial spreadsheet. And so we shared that with county council, and Tara shared that with county council this morning so that all members have that. So all municipal staff as well as now county council members have the updated financial spreadsheet that incorporates the modifications that were made as part of the operational considerations, which was the changes that were made as part of that, as well as the transitional funding and the 5% guaranteed portion of that funding model. So those are the two elements that were incorporated as part of that. It's important that you read the notes on page 2 as well as the table, because that tells the full story of what's in that document. But again, subject to the minutes being approved, we'll be bringing forward road transfer bylaws for council's consideration. That's planned to be at the next meeting. And then we'll work with obviously the municipal staff to be able to finalize those MOUs and work towards all the transition plans between now and June 1st of 2027.
Okay, thank you very much. Helpful extra information for both municipal staff as well as our county council. So with this, is there any further discussion on the minutes that we are looking to approve as presented? To adopt as presented? No, seeing none. All those in favor? And that motion is carried. Okay, so that allows us to move to item 5B. It's recommended that the closed session committee, the whole meeting minutes dated June 11th and June 25th be adopted as provided. May I ask for a motion? Thank you. Councillor Eccles, seconded by the Deputy Warden. Any discussion? All those in favor? And that motion is carried. We do not have any closed meeting matters on this agenda, and we will nor reports. That allows us to move to our bylaws. It's recommended that bylaws 528726 and 528926 be introduced and taken as read a first, second, and third time, finally passed, signed by the warden and the clerk, sealed with the seal of the corporation, and engrossed into the bylaw book. There are 3. The first one is a bylaw to appoint the acting treasurer for the County of Grey. The second is a bylaw to adopt the amendment number 30 to the County of Grey official plan affecting lands described as Part Lot 13, Concession 14 West in the geographic township of Normanby of the municipality of West Grey. And the final bylaw is to confirm all actions and proceedings of the council. May I ask for a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Dickert, seconded by Councillor Patterson. It's now on the floor for any discussion. Seeing no hands, all those in favor? And that motion is carried. Thank you. That allows us to move on to news and celebrations. So I'd like to ask the CAO to open up some news.
Thank you, Warden Matrosofs. With the approval of today's bylaws, I just wanted to provide some further context as to one of those bylaws that was just approved. Mary Lou Spicer, the county's Director of Finance and Treasurer, has decided to take an early retirement after more than 24 years with Grey County. Mary Lou has made a lasting impact through her commitment to public service and financial stewardship, and we're grateful for her contributions over the years and wish her all the best in the next chapter. To assist with the transition, Sue Murray will assume the acting treasurer role on an interim basis, and that was just confirmed by the bylaw that was just approved. And Garrett Reed will serve as acting deputy treasurer. And these interim roles are to remain in place while we undertake a recruitment process for a permanent treasurer that will occur later this year. And I just want to thank both obviously Mary Lou, Sue, Garrett, and the entire financial team for their help and support through this transition.
Thank you very much. And please convey our best wishes in the next chapter, as you said. It's never the end. It's always another beginning, isn't it? And with that, we also have a construction wrap-up video to show. So who will be organizing that? Excellent. Mr. Ayrton, welcome to the lectern.
Thank you, Warden, and good morning, County Council. I'm happy to bring before you today a highlight reel showcasing some of our capital construction projects from 2025. These projects reflect the county's ongoing commitment to investing in a safe, reliable, sustainable transportation infrastructure. So throughout the year, we continued to expand our network of paved shoulders, improving safety and accessibility for all road users, while also delivering several pavement preservation initiatives designed to protect our infrastructure investments and extend the service life of our road network. As we often say, one of the most cost-effective strategies available to us is keeping our good roads good. While the video highlights the engineering achievements of the construction season, it also serves as a reminder of the remarkable landscapes that we have across our county which makes it such a special place. From rolling farmland, forests, and escarpment vistas to beautiful shorelines, rivers, and vibrant rural communities, these projects are woven into the fabric of our county and makes it a privilege to serve. I also want to acknowledge the dedication of county staff, our consulting partners, contractors, conservation authorities, and utility agencies whose collaborative efforts helped make these projects a success. I'd also want to especially recognize our county engineering team, whose work extends far beyond the construction season itself. Throughout the year, the team is responsible for developing and advancing capital project designs, investigating traffic and drainage concerns, responding to emerging infrastructure challenges, coordinating with stakeholders, and continually seeking innovative solutions to improve the safety, efficiency, and longevity of our transportation network. The success of our annual capital program is built upon countless hours of planning, analysis, design, and problem solving that often occur long before construction equipment arrives on site. The professionalism, technical expertise, and commitment to continuous improvement play a critical role in delivering the infrastructure that supports our communities. So I hope you enjoy this brief look back at the 2025 construction season and the continued investment being made towards our county.
Thank you very much for that introduction, and I look forward to watching it in action there in the video, which will come up shortly. Down. Excellent. Thank you very much for both the words and the visual presentation of that. So many of those roads I recognize on my regular commute between the Blue Mountains and here and across all the other places I've been able to visit across the county. And I know that we're all watching our particular corners of the county and seeing what kind of progress that makes. And I have to say, the map that I have of Grey County that I keep in my office back in the Blue Mountains is specifically the one that marks not just all the roads, but the culverts and bridges too. Because it's so important for us to remember all of the work that goes under and in all of that work that we just see on the surface. So when members of the public see the beautiful surfaces that you've redone, there's so much more behind it. And we very much appreciate everything you do to keep that structure going. Okay. So with that, we are in news and celebrations. I'll open it up to the council floor for news from our municipalities. We'll start with Councillor McKay.
Thank you, through you, Warden. Hope everybody remembers that it's the 100th anniversary of the Legions, and hope you get out and support your local Legion next weekend, which is something the 18th of July. The branch in Chatsworth is celebrating the 100th anniversary by having a fun day for the whole family with free food and activities. So on a free hamburger or hot dog, drop into the Legion between 11 and 5. So hopefully good weather. And we got a big bouncy castle coming.
Excellent. Thank you. We did a big cake, but we did not do a bouncy castle. So we'll go to Councillor Nielsen.
Thank you very much, Warden Matrosoff. Just would like to invite everybody to the Markdale Street Frolic this Friday. Happens right in downtown Markdale. We won't be in the construction zone of Grey Road 12, but I'm having fun running the bingo game. And if you're wanting some entertainment, I'll be taking part in a Hot One wing challenge just outside the vault. So if you want to laugh at me while I burn my lips, come on down. 6:15 to 6:30, I think, is the eating challenge. So.
Okay, thank you. All right, any other news from any other council members? Okay, I'm not seeing any further hands then, so we'll look. Oh, sorry. Yes, go ahead, Councillor Eccles.
Camera's on me. Okay. To Councillor McKay, yes, the Durham Legion Branch 308 will be celebrating Canadian Legion 100th birthday this weekend, starting on Friday night. All activities on Saturday as well too, plus a Caesar Sunday, and on the patio, a full weekend of events to celebrate 100 years of the Canadian Legion. So look forward to anybody on that. Last weekend was a grand celebration of the homecoming for Ayton Normanby. Went off very well. A little bit of weather-related problems on Saturday morning, but by 10 o'clock, the skies had cleared and the activities continued on. We had council on Tuesday, and there was a couple of council members that were still suffering the effects of celebrating the weekend. Those ones that come from that Normanby region, not to mention any names. Fantastic, and congratulations to the group of a great weekend festivities in Ayton over that time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anything else? Okay, seeing no further hands on, I'll look for a motion to adjourn. Moved by Councillor Patterson, seconded by Councillor Nielsen. All those in favor? This council meeting is adjourned. We'll give a moment before we begin committee of the whole.